Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we will be reviewing and shooting the Ruger SFAR chambered in .308. The SFAR stands for Small Frame Autoloading Rifle. While it may look like an ordinary AR-10, it is different in that it weighs only 6 pounds 8 ounces in the 16-inch version that you see here, or approximately 7 pounds 5 ounces in the 20-inch model. The normal AR-10 weighs anywhere from 8 pounds up to 10 pounds and change. The lower receiver has been slimmed down to reduce weight, and even the bolt carrier group is smaller and lighter and is not compatible with an AR-10. The magazines, however, are compatible, and any triggers that you would normally use to build or upgrade an AR-10 with are certainly compatible. The Ruger SFAR comes with a curved two-stage trigger, but if you look closely, you will see a Geisley flat-face two-stage trigger on this rifle. The shots that you are about to see on steel were taken with the Geisley trigger. There are other parts of the video where we will take a look at the performance with the factory trigger as well, so that you can decide if upgrading the trigger is worth it to you or not. The optic that is on this rifle is the Vortex 1-8 Strike Eagle. I am aware that many of you like an LPVO in the 1-6 power variety, so you'll be interested to know that the shots on steel that you are about to see were all taken with the scope on 6 power. For any shots on paper, the scope was on 8 power. The barrel is cold hammer forged out of 4140 chromoly steel and utilizes 5R rifling with a 1-in-10 twist. This rifle is direct impingement, but does offer 4 different adjustable gas settings so that you can adjust it to your needs. Any shots that you are about to see in this video were all taken with the rifle on full gas. If you liked today's video, please remember to click the like button, do subscribe, and turn on that notifications icon if you haven't already done so. And as always, we're looking forward to your comments. Let's go to work. If you look to the far left edge of your screen, that is the 300-yard wall. You should see a bright orange steel target against the wall. In the middle of your screen is the 200-yard wall. You should see a bright orange steel target hanging there. And toward the far right edge of your screen, you should see a water jug. That is the 100-yard wall. However, as I zoom out on the camera so that you can see the rifle and the shooting angle in your picture, it looks like you may only see clearly the 100-yard shot and maybe the 200-yard shot, but we can certainly be listening for the impact at 300. We're going to start by shooting at the steel target at 300 yards, then the steel target at 200, then the water jug at 100, then back to the steel target at 300, using the Ruger SFAR. The ammunition will be the 147 grain NATO ball by Magtech. Moving to 100. Moving back to 300. Well, here's the water jug that was just now hit at 100 yards with 308 using 147 grain NATO ball. I hit him dead center, but dead center a little high. I was aiming right about here, hit him up a little bit high. A little bit of damage on the back end. Might run this test again and see if I can hit him a little more square, see if I can get him to explode for us. Well, this is the target at 300 yards that was just now hit with 308, 147 grain NATO ball. I do believe that that shot that's pretty close to dead center was the first shot of the sequence. That shot that's on the far right edge. At that point, I think I was focusing too much on speed and not enough on accuracy, and you saw what happened. And here's our target at 200 yards. Looks like we didn't have too much trouble finding the center. All right, this time we'll begin by shooting at the water jug at 100 yards and try to do a better job on it. Then the steel at 200, then the steel at 300, and back to the steel at 2. This is the water jug that was just now hit at a distance of 100 yards using 308, 147 grain NATO ball. It would appear that he got hit pretty close to dead center. Looks like the entrance is right there, and the exit is anywhere in that vicinity as the exit. Well, here's the steel target that was just now hit 2 times at a distance of 200 yards. The first hit was the lower hit right here. And then after I missed twice at 300 yards, the follow-up shot was right there. Well, we're out here at 300 yards, and I stand corrected. I thought I was 0 for 2. Apparently, I did make contact on one of those 2 shots in the lower right corner. Not really center of mass like I was hoping for, but it's still a hit at 300, and we'll take it. All right, a little bit different camera angle, a little bit different drill. In this sequence, we'll begin by shooting at the steel target at 200, then the steel at 300, then back to the steel at 2. Well, here's the steel target that was just now hit at a distance of 200 yards with the Ruger SFAR 308. There's actually 3 impacts here, even though I only shot twice on camera. I had an impact either here or here from off camera that I forgot to paint over. So when you saw me shoot just now, the first of the 2 shots was either this one or this one. And then the last follow-up shot was definitely this one right here, 200 yards. And here is the steel target that was just now hit at a distance of 300 yards using that Ruger SFAR 308. Once again, the ammo was the 147 grain NATO ball by MagTech. Looks like we hit just a little bit low to the right, but at 300 yards, we'll call that respectable enough. These shots were taken with a factory trigger. Well, we've got about a 4-shot group, distance 100 yards, using 308, actually 7.62 by 51 NATO. 147 grain ball, 4 shots right there at about 100 yards, and 1 shot high early on before adjustments made. The shot you are about to see was taken using the original factory trigger. The distance is 100 yards. The ammunition is the 168 grain Federal gold medal match. The orange sticker is 2 inches in diameter. The upcoming shots were made using the Geisley Superdynamic combat trigger. It is a flat face, 2-stage trigger, designed for enhanced accuracy, yet still maintaining enough hammer spring strength to avoid light primer strikes. First up will be the 147 grain NATO ball. Alright, this is a 3-shot group using the Geisley trigger. The first shot here is cold bore, shot 2, then shot 3. 100 yards. Alright, distance 100 yards. We have 2 bullets touching each other. Right here, 1 flyer, that's a 168 grain gold medal match, and a Geisley trigger. Also, please note that the shots that are taped over are from the 7.62 by 51 NATO ball. Notice how close together all 6 shots are. This is noteworthy because it is 2 different bullet weights from 2 different manufacturers. This was not happening until I upgraded to the Geisley trigger. Please remember that this is a very lightweight rifle, so the concern is that it may have more recoil than a traditional AR-10. In my time spent with it so far, I will say that it is the kind of recoil you get used to very easily. It isn't that I noticed how much recoil it has at all. Instead, it seemed that I was noticing that the 5.56 has much less recoil than what I ever remembered. Let's take a look at the recoil of each side by side. Well, everyone, my final thoughts are that I think this is a really well-made rifle, and it would sure be nice if Ruger produces one with a 20-inch barrel in 6.5 Creedmoor. For that matter, if they produce one in 243, would you be on board with that also? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have for you in this video. Thanks again for watching.